Okay, so up next, we, like I said, like I mentioned yesterday, we all miss going to labs, performing our experiments. And I think along with it, we also miss meeting people, solving problems in our own field. And today we have Erikin from Symbio Africa, which was founded as an after IGM initiative in the early 2018, originally as Symbio Uganda. This is the very first synthetic biology platform in Africa that brings together scientists, researchers, policymakers, academicians, students, and the wider community to discuss and embrace the benefits of synthetic biology to the development of Africa's bioeconomy, solving health problems, and improving on agricultural products for better food security. This platform is aimed at enabling synthetic biology propagation throughout Africa, along with all its potential benefits. And today we have Erikin, who will be telling us more about this lab. Erikin?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good day to you. How has your day been going so far?
My day has been fine and great, and I'm going to have the presentation about uh, Symbio Africa.
Sure, I will let you take over now. All the best.
Mm. Can you view my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay. Uh, Thank you so much. Good morning from Uganda, and to all the viewers and the attendees of this conference, the Dawn 2020. We as Symbio Africa from Uganda, we are so grateful to be one of the people fully involved in this conference, and also have a chance to have our members attend the conference. I'm called Baluk Erikan, a member of Symbio Africa, and it being the first of its kind in Africa, particularly Uganda, where it is found, as to embrace the field of synthetic biology. We are aiming at a healthy, safe, and sustainable world through synthetic biology by developing a bio-community lab whereby young researchers can come and do most of their work to embrace synthetic biology in Africa. And this initiative came as we saw there was an increase in the overall interest in science from different communities. This resulted with the individuals in Uganda, with our mentor, we came out and said we could bring out research ideas through a development of a community lab as through Symbio Africa. And a greatest man called Otimu Geoffrey, who was one of the panelists yesterday in the topic of the role of community biolabs, had to bring us together, and we founded this community biolab under Symbio Africa to support the bio community in Uganda and provide space to students, researchers, community scientists, biohackers, entrepreneurs in the field of synthetic biology. This was a great initiative by Symbio Africa, it being the first of its kind in Africa as an organization. And we are so privileged that we came up with this idea, and we have good hopes that it's going to embrace synthetic biology in Africa. This lab consists of interdisciplinary team of students and experts with different backgrounds. It being a lab of researchers, biohackers, we have a group of students who are working in this lab for the meantime, trying to do the little work they can from different backgrounds in the field of synthetic biology. And a bio-community lab being a lab that that is being funded fully by members of the lab, we found it better that in these bio-community labs, we shall need, there will be need to connect innovations to entrepreneurship, whereby some projects will develop as startups so they can be able to maintain sustainability of this laboratory. And more so, partner with other community labs from neighboring countries. Currently, I can say we are working in a space, in a laboratory space, whereby we are still developing, because currently we have regulatory rules on biosafety and biotechnology in Uganda, and we're trying to push them to see if rules can be passed and effectively operate within our country. So we are in that process. We have our lab operating in a space that we have allocated, and we're in that process of developing it further and more to be a standalone big laboratory that can be able to take up a large amount of researchers. So what you can see here is the laboratory space currently where we're working, the few of our projects. You can be able to see that we have a laboratory space whereby we do our work. We are able to also have few equipments that we use in our lab. What you can see here is an OpenTrons machine. In the picture, you're seeing that machine there. It's an OpenTrons machine. This machine was won by one of the members in our team who went and participated in the IGM 2018. In that process, they had to win this. They were one of the 10 best teams, and they won this machine you're seeing here. It is a machine best used in the molecular laboratory. It can be able to do much of the work that can be done by the PCR. So it can be automated, programmed, and can be able to do the mixing of the master mix. It can be able to do ELISA. So it can be able to do several activities in the field of molecular and immunology. So it's a greater machine, and it was a greater achievement for Symbio Africa to have an opportunity to get that equipment. Currently, there's few projects that we have tried as Symbio Africa Biocommunity Lab to come up with. We have the PET plastic biodegradation project. This project was done by the members of this lab in 2018, IGM team that happened to present at the Jamboree in Boston. Basically using the PETense enzyme in the degradation of plastic in the environment. Then the other project is the biosensor development. Also, this other project that also being done by the members of Symbio to be presented. It was presented in also another conference. So we have been trying to come out with a few projects that can help us see the future of synthetic biology in Uganda and Africa at large. Before I go to, we have few challenges that we have been trying to face as a community biolab, being a fully funded lab by the community with the members of the lab. Few projects that were running out have always faced questions with funding because they need much of the materials, being enzymes, the equipments used, the supplies, all of these things. So we've tried to face this as a major challenge as a lab that started in Uganda and particularly in Africa. The other thing is inadequate resources in terms of laboratory space and equipment. As I've said earlier on, we have some rules about biosafety and biotechnology that we're pushing, but more so currently we can say that we have all that space that can accommodate a good number of researchers. So we have that as also a challenge, inadequate resources in terms of laboratory space and equipment. Then the major problem of laboratory systems for biotechnology and biosafety, which has been a major problem, not only also in Uganda, but also in other countries in Africa. So as the Symbio Africa Biocommunity Lab, we have moved a step to bring biotechnology in Uganda and Africa. And we are ready to embrace with partnership and collaboration from other partner labs all over the whole world. And we are calling for funding, which anytime for the few projects that we can be able to carry out, we can be able to carry them out if we have funding, and also with a few.
Thank you, Erican. That was a very wonderful session. Thank you so much. I'm glad that Joffrey's over here too. It was really great having you guys here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arkin. Thank you for coming
Thank you so
today.
much.